Far away in the icy southern lands, where giant icebergs floated on the sparkling blue sea, there lived a little penguin named Piko. He lived near the ocean with his family and hundreds of other penguins. Every morning, Piko woke up to the sound of crashing waves and cold winds. Unlike the other young penguins, he did not enjoy racing across the snow or diving into the freezing water for fun. Instead, Piko loved sitting quietly near the shore, watching the endless ocean. The sea always looked magical to him. Sometimes it was bright blue under the sunny sky, and sometimes it shimmered silver beneath the moonlight. Piko loved listening to the gentle waves and watching seabirds fly high above the water. "Come race with us," Piko, his friend Tanu shouted one morning. But Piko smiled softly. "You go ahead," he replied. "I want to watch the ocean today." The other penguins laughed kindly. "You always daydream near the water," they teased. Piko did not mind. The ocean made him feel peaceful and happy. Every day, he met many wonderful creatures near the shore. Friendly seals rested on floating ice, while playful dolphins jumped happily through the waves. Sometimes tiny crabs crawled along the snowy rocks. One afternoon, Piko noticed a small crab trapped beneath a heavy piece of ice. "Oh no!" Piko cried. The little crab waved its claws helplessly. "Don't worry," Piko said gently. "I'll help you." Piko pushed the ice with all his strength. At first, it did not move, but he kept trying until finally the ice slid away. The crab quickly crawled free. "Thank you, kind penguin," the crab said before disappearing into the sea. Piko smiled proudly. Helping others made him feel warm inside, even in the freezing cold. As winter grew colder, dark clouds began covering the sky. The winds became stronger each day. "One big storm is coming," warned Grandpa Nico, the oldest penguin in the colony. That evening, the storm finally arrived. Snow swirled through the air, and giant waves crashed against the icy shore. The penguins stayed close together while the freezing wind howled loudly. Suddenly, Piko heard a faint cry. "Help! Help!" He looked toward the ocean and saw a tiny baby seal trapped between large rocks near the water. "It's too dangerous," his mother warned. But Piko knew the baby seal needed help. Bravely, he ran across the slippery snow toward the shore. The powerful wind pushed against him, but he kept going. When he reached the rocks, the frightened baby seal cried again. "Please help me." "Don't worry," Piko said bravely. "I'm here." Carefully, Piko climbed onto the icy rocks. Huge waves splashed around him as he pushed against the heavy stone trapping the seal. At first, the rock barely moved. "I can do this," Piko whispered. With one final push, the rock finally shifted. The baby seal quickly slipped free. "You're safe now," Piko shouted happily. The two hurried back toward the colony just as another giant wave crashed behind them. Soon, the baby seal's mother arrived and hugged her little one tightly. "This brave penguin saved me," the baby seal said. The mother seal smiled gratefully at Piko. "Thank you," she said warmly. "You are very brave." All the penguins gathered around Piko proudly. Even Grandpa Nico smiled. "A kind and courageous heart is more important than being fast or strong," he said. After the storm passed, the ocean became calm once again. Sunlight sparkled beautifully across the water. From that day on, everyone called Piko the brave penguin of the ocean. But Piko stayed humble and kind. Every evening, he still sat on his favorite snowy rock near the shore, watching the waves dance beneath the golden sunset. And as the cold ocean breeze brushed gently against his feathers, Piko smiled happily, knowing that the ocean would always be his favorite place in the world.